Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about what a sinking fund is. Now I tend to put off making videos like this a lot because this is a subject like I've known about it for a few years now, and it's just something so simple, and I feel like everybody knows what a sinking fund is and everybody has them. But then when I find out that somebody doesn't know what that is, that's just weird to me. No offense in any way. I don't think anything bad. It's just I assume that people know what that is. But then when I hear they don't, I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and do a video about it. So someone asked me about this recently, and also it's Christmas time. So I've never been more thankful for sinking funds than I am around Christmas time. So I'm going to just make a video telling you about what they are and show you what our sinking funds are and kind of where you can store your sinking funds. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. So what a sinking fund is something that you save money for that you know is going to come up. It could be something small like say you need a new bedroom set, say you need some new sheets, or like we want a new bed set, comforter and stuff. But we haven't been saving for it. That's something we could be saving for, but instead we decided to ask for that for Christmas. So we've been asking for gift cards, but that's just an example of something you could be saving for. Or it could be something as big as a big family vacation that you know you're going to be taking next year or within a few months. As soon as you know something like that is going to come up, you should start saving for it so that you have the cash to pay for it. So it could be little things like that you want to buy or want to do, or it could be things that are a necessary need that you know are going to come up. Like say you're having a baby and you want to put aside money to pay for the hospital bills. Or I'll show you some more examples. I got my little visual aid here again, which I might start using just because it's fun to me because I'm weird. But yeah, I'll show you in a minute what ours are. But that's what a sinking fund is. This is something that we set aside money for each month. We put it into our budget and we put money to save for each month. Usually what I do is I take what I know something will cost and I divide it by 12, and so each month that's how much I put into that sinking fund. Another option that I think some people do, and I've considered doing this because my husband works on commission, so every once in a while he will get big paychecks in. It's not every month, it's just sometimes. And then also some people, like if you get a big tax refund, you might use all that money to set it aside for something. So I've considered before just not contributing to some things monthly, but instead waiting until we get a big paycheck and just filling that sinking fund up when we get a lot of money in. But that just doesn't make me feel very comfortable because you never know when that money's going to come in. So I'm most comfortable with putting money into each of these sinking funds each month. And like I said, it is Christmas time, and I remember back in the day, which I'm sure we went into debt, number one, to buy Christmas presents, but also like I would have to wait until payday to buy Christmas gifts. And so then, you know, I'd be waiting until like the day before Christmas to purchase a lot of Christmas gifts. But now, you know, money's a little tight right now, but we've been saving all year for Christmas. So like I don't have to stress about having the money to buy Christmas gifts. And, you know, Christmas itself is just stressful. But because I have the money set aside, that's just one less thing that I have to worry about. So that is what a sinking fund is just simply saving money for things that you know are going to come up that you have to pay for. So let me show you what our sinking funds are on, like I said, my little whiteboard again. Okay, so let's see. And everybody's different. I'm just giving you examples. These are ones that we've been using for the past few years, and they are lifesavers, seriously. So the first one that we've had for a long time is we have 2 cars, so we're going to need inspections, registrations, and oil changes. And so what I figured up a few years ago was setting aside $40 a month for that, and for those 3 things to cover those for both cars, and that's worked well. We also started one about a year ago for a car, and I just labeled it as maintenance, but we know that not anytime soon, but one day, years from now, we're going to want to buy a different car. A new car, not a brand new car, but we're going to want to get a new car, and so we're going to need some money for that. So we decided to start setting aside $100 a month into our car maintenance sinking fund, but this can also be used for things like any car maintenance or new tires. Jared keeps telling me that we're going to need some work done on the car soon, and they're going to need new tires, and so the nerd and the saver in me starts to kind of freak out about that a little bit, but then I go and I look on our sinking funds and I see that we have almost $1,000, so I don't have to worry about that. I know we got the money to cover it. Okay, and then we got clothes. I think this is one that most people have. There's 4 of us in our family, so we're gonna need clothes, so we put aside $50 a month into that sinking fund. We have HOA dues in our neighborhood that we have to pay once a month. It's about $300, so we put aside $28 a month into that sinking fund. Our girl's birthday, we put $50 a month into that, but because their birthdays are close, they're gonna have them together, and $600, that comes out to $600 a year, which is a lot, but it's better to be safe than sorry, and that includes the party, their gifts, everything. Our state fair we go to once a year, the State Fair of Texas. It's a big deal to us. We've always gone, and we want to go and have fun and get to spend money and not have to stress out about it. So we put aside $20 a month into that sinking fund. My life insurance we pay once a year is $144, so we put aside $12 a month into that. Our CSA, which is a community supported agriculture, which is I get this question in a lot of my videos, what is a CSA? And that is just something that we join. It's not necessary, but it's something that we're passionate about, or I am. There's a farmer nearby. He grows a bunch of vegetables, and so we pay him to join in this membership, and we get a box of veggies once a week, and it's local, it's organic, and we love it. So we put aside, that's twice a year, something we have to pay for twice a year, and it's $200 each season, so we do $35 a month into that sinking fund. And then the big one is Christmas. We have big Christmases because we have a lot of family and we just like to do all kinds of fun stuff for Christmas. So we put aside anywhere between $100 to $150 into that sinking fund. So that gives us plenty for Christmas, so we don't have to stress out and we can enjoy the holidays. Now, if you're in debt, should you have sinking funds for some of these things? No, but you can if you want. This is your money. You can do with it what you want. When we were in debt, working on our debt-free journey, we still had a Christmas. Some people give it up, which that's great, good for you. I wish we could do that, but that's not something that we wanted to sacrifice. We didn't have such a big Christmas, but we did still have a Christmas. So even if you're in debt and you know you're gonna do something for Christmas, you should probably save up for it, just so that you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so those are our sinking funds. Those were our, I think I had one more contacts. I have to go and get a year's worth of contacts once a year when I go to the doctor. So I think we put like $20 into that. We used to have a medical one for like our medical bills, you know, co-pays and stuff, but we decided to get rid of that one and just increase the money we were contributing into our HSA, because the HSA, you know, it's taken out before taxes, so it works out better, saves us money in that way. I'm not good with words, sorry. Okay, so there they are. Now there are some months, I told you guys we work on commission, there are some months where we can't put money into our sinking fund. That was something that I really had to force myself to accept, because I used to like contribute to our sinking fund no matter what, because I didn't want to have to owe money to that later on. But this year I finally realized that some months, if we haven't gotten a commission in a while and we're kind of behind and having to use our emergency savings, then the sinking funds need to be stopped before pulling from our emergency fund. So the past few months we have not been able to contribute to our sinking funds, which sucks, but I know we're going to get caught up within the next couple months, so it's all going to be okay. So now the last thing I'm going to cover is, where do you put your sinking funds? A lot of people, they start doing the envelopes, and what we used to do is the envelopes, I would label just a plain envelope, you know, Christmas, and then at the end of the month I would go pull out all the money for our sinking funds, all the cash, and I would stuff each envelope, and we had it hidden in our house. We did that for a long time, but after a while I just started to feel a little uncomfortable with that. So instead I started keeping it in the bank. We opened a separate savings account. It's just for our sinking fund. So all those sinking funds are under one savings account, and then I keep a separate spreadsheet and I have it labeled, and each month I put how much we contribute and all that stuff. And then at the end there's a total, so I'm always making sure that that total matches with what's in our savings account. I've been doing this for a long time. So far I haven't had any problems. It's worked out well. And I do know some people, they have a separate savings account for each sinking fund, but I wouldn't really want to have to keep up with that many accounts, bank accounts, whatever. So those are 3 different options for how to keep up with your sinking funds. But I think that pretty much covers what a sinking fund is. Let me know if you have any more questions. And there's lots of videos on YouTube about other people's sinking funds if you want to go search for them. Or you can leave some comments down below about some other sinking funds that you have. It's always helpful for other people to read the comments and get ideas. But yeah, that's it for this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions, money-related questions, budget-related questions, just don't be afraid to ask, and I would love to make a video. I want to do more money-related videos in 2017, but that's it for this one. So I will talk to y'all next time. Bye!